Hello and welcome to JT Guitar. Today we're going to be taking a look at BiasFX 2 and whether or not it's worth the upgrade. If you're new to this channel, feel free to like and subscribe. So, BiasFX 1, the original software, has been around for a pretty long time now, like a good 4 or 5 years, and it's still really good. Like up until a week ago, I was still using it almost every day, loving it, and I didn't really even know there was a new one coming out. I didn't really know there needed to be a new one coming out because I was so happy with the first one. So it does beg the question, is it worth upgrading or is it necessary to upgrade? Before we decide, let's take a look at some of the stats anyway. BiasFX 1 has 32 amp models and 64 effects. BiasFX 2 has 100 amp models and 118 effects if you have the Elite version. In addition, BiasFX 2 comes with Guitar Match, which has the potential to be a really useful tool. Positive Grid have also repeatedly stated that BiasFX 2 runs on a completely different engine, and so we should expect some kind of more realistic or approach or a big sound upgrade of some kind. But BiasFX 1 sounded great, so I'm not sure how much of a difference we'll notice of the new engine. But mind you, that song at the beginning that I was playing, that I don't know if maybe BiasFX 1 couldn't handle those harmonies, because it handled that really well. So to test the new engine, what I've done is I've done a basic recording using BiasFX 1. I've saved that preset to the tone cloud, and then I've downloaded it onto BiasFX 2, so we can compare using the same preset which sounds better, BiasFX 1 or BiasFX 2. So have a listen, and then let me know in the comments below if you can hear a difference. To be completely honest, I can't tell you whether it's worth the upgrade for you. What I can tell you for me is that I'm a great believer that music software is very much the now and the future of music, and using it in combination with analog hardware. So I sometimes, when I'm recording, I'll record my guitar amp and my pedals because I love the sound of them. But then I'll be doing the mixing and I'll go, I wish I had a little bit more overdrive there, or I wish I had a bit more compression. And that's when actually I use BiasFX in conjunction with my real gear. So for me, as someone who values the software and the hardware, I feel quite, I have a lot of value in having the latest of this version of the software, so having the maximum options. So I feel like it's worth it for me. And I do think the new software sounds great, and I love the new rack effects. They're really good. Having said that, BiasFX 1 is still really good, and if BiasFX 2 hadn't come out, I'd still be really happy with BiasFX 1. So there's a lot to be said for saying we probably don't need it. Like that preset I made, what do I call it? Cathedral Galactica. I might use that in a song, but then I'd have to replicate that live, and BiasFX, they haven't really got like the best solution for playing live with it. So I'd have to get a POG, and they're really expensive. They cost more than BiasFX. So in that, that alone, you could argue it's worth having. I think, to round off, if you can afford it, then yeah, buy it. Just, it's great. It's good fun. Money no object. If you're not sure and you've really got to think carefully what you've got to get, if you've already got Bias Effects 1, I'd say if you're not desperate for the upgrade, then maybe don't. Just, you're not missing out on much other than some really good effects. And the guitar match, which is, I think it's yet to be explored to its potential. Well, I think we're going to do a video. Let me know if you want to see this below. I might do guitar match using a Squier Strat to see, can you take a cheap guitar and make it sound better? What I did before, my other video was, I did using a very good guitar and trying to make it sound like a different very good guitar. And maybe that's not the best approach. But still, I'm looking forward to see what we can do with that software. Both those presets I made can be found in the tone cloud. Just look up JT Guitar. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you found that helpful or insightful or useful or entertaining in any kind of way. And don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to see more of this kind of thing. I've been JT. Take care, and I'll see you next time.